Scaling said, come at us, beat us in the early game, and we haven't seen a team be able to effectively repeat that against them.
Yeah, it's can you break them, can you attack this Fnatic in the lane phase, make them show a different strategy, see if they have more left in the tank. Now I want to clarify, it was Origen that picked blue side here, and if you go back and watch the best of fives of
down
Fnatic,
bottom, you absolutely believe they will be focusing Reckless and Hylissang, and that feels like it's the best way to beat Fnatic. Shut down Reckless before he can carry lanes.
And now we look at it, the cannon locked in for Alphari. Comfort picks in so many of these lanes. The bars as well for Patrick to try and secure that lane priority. But what will the final pick be? And it is the Scion.
so flexing that Aatrox there, unless Nemesis holds Scion.
No, I'm thinking Scion could actually go mid up against the Zed. I mean, how do you kill that guy? He just stacks armor. It becomes very tough to deal with, actually.
And there is one of the advantages of having Scion in the mid lane versus the top lane is his access then through the river to either side lane, using that ultimate so he can make those ganks happen and try to follow Nukeduck as he gets unlocked on this Zed.
Exactly, and when you think about it, we say shut down the Sona Taric early. Well, look for plays pre-level 6 around that bottom lane. Look for dives potentially, or utilize this Blitzcrank. If Scion can just counter with a quick roam or the teleport as well, you can actually match in numbers and stop that from happening.
I love how you talk about the level 6 dive potential. Varus, his ability to get priority on a wave instantaneously, to have that shoved in. If you can get Taric and Sona under their tower, if you can unlock Nukeduck at level 6 plus a Karthus ultimate, that's exactly the type of springboard early gameplay that Origen are looking for to put themselves in a winning position with this type of comp.
Yeah, and also think about the power of the Blitzcrank silence on the ultimate against a Sona and the Taric. Taric's ultimate is already delayed. If you can silence him before he brings it down,
moving in though, a little bit of vision placed down. That ward will get cleared. A bit of extra experience, I believe, going over to Alphari. 5-stack coming from Fnatic, but taking some poke damage from Cold. Mithy looking for
he got one.
He's gonna grab. Ooh, Nemesis not quite the target you want to grab. That's the 3-man knock. This could turn massively. The Scion zombie is going to be huge here. Mithy running for his life now. OG on the back end of a bad trade, but they will grab the kill, and that's going to turn things in their favor.
So the key thing that I want to highlight after it was all said and done is that we had 2 critical flashes burned here. You had Hilly, who flashed forward to try to make sure they're actually really successful alongside G2 at playing that 1-3-1, but it's utilizing the experience of someone like Nukeduck to recognize when to push waves.
Now we see the gank coming in, however. Cold laying down the wall, but the turn. Classic TP's bot lane coming in from Fnatic. Nemesis ready to turn this play. Hylissang is going to give up his life in the exchange, though the knock now comes in. Will they make it the 1-for-1? Mithy on the retreat. They are going to make it out. Fnatic, that TP not earning them anything. Cold now looking for the follow-up.
Yeah, Cold still getting the slow. He has the red buff.
That skill shot is not going to dodge out. Just a bit of damage, though, in the end. But now we see the all-in on bottom side. Explosive amount of damage there from the level 6 Blitzcrank and the level 6 Varus, and no level 6 for the opposite side.
And credit to Patrick and
Herald. Cold has to run for his life, and they're backing off. Trying to protect this one, but very difficult to hold that. Mithy flashing forward, trying to get knocked from the silence, coming out too! Oh, the hooks are just too clean from Mithy, but Blippa wants to extend the play. Reckless is on the way in. Deathmark comes down. They're going to find the knock-up on a Nukeduck. That's the chance CC they need. Now he has to retreat, pulling back. Blippa's still in the midst of everything. Fnatic could look to turn the flight. Mithy now in trouble. It will at least be the exchange here as Nemesis grabs the kill. Hylissang looking to extend
they do.
the tower. Alphari locking them up under the tower, using all of that ulti. They have to be careful as they extend the play. They're out of invulnerability.
Fnatic are not out of it just yet. They're still on the hunt. 4 members in!
Here comes Nemesis ready to go. They're going to trade tower aggro using the Scion passive. Now going through, trying to find more, but they die. The double dropping for Nukeduck.
This is a disaster!
This is a bloodbath, and it is all turning in the favor of OG.
3-for-1 for Origen. It's only Reckless that survives. It's a 3-0-1 Nukeduck.
Guys, that's a very tasty level 9 Sona, OG are saying themselves, but an even more tasty Taric. Oh, Hylissang stepped over the wall. Does manage to flash to safety. So clutch in the exchange. Here comes the arrow. Not quite enough. Just a sliver of health. Whippo leaps forward to defend his teammates.
That was so well played there by Mithy, just chaining the CC. What? Whippo just died. They have so many ults to keep him alive, but they don't use it. The tower's going to fall as well.
Taric.
Yeah, I think their best bet is going to be to force mid. No flash on Patrick.
We're going to run at him.
Mid lane.
He has no flash.
Knockup going to come through. We burned it earlier. That's the shutdown on the Patrick. Mithy could be next on the menus, but does manage to step forward, but they will back.
Mithy played that fight so well. He actually hooked, I believe, Whippo out, or Nemesis rather, outside of the Taric ult coming down. They're not done just yet. Baron looks like it's expired, but their push hasn't.
Trying to siege again. They know the major cooldowns are gone. All the invulnerability taken off the menu, and now Nemesis is going to get deleted. Patrick taking down 1 kill. They have to respect the zombie Scion. They will back for Mithy. Going to fish for the hook, looking for a little bit more. Alphari going down a ton of damage. The Kindred immediately taken out. OG on the cusp of ending game 1 here. Fnatic, they wanted to stall, but they may not get the opportunity. Bwipo focusing on clearing the wave, but another one is moving in topside with the super minions.
This is a completely different Origen. Old Origen last week would have waited for the second Baron. This one is all fire ahead.
Pushing in though, Bwipo getting a lot of damage down. Resurrection now coming in as well. Nuke Duck gonna move forward, immediately gonna try to delete Reckless. Now coming out, flashes back to safety in the fountain. They want to get something, they're so desperate, but OG have set their sights on the towers. Now trying to pull back. Patrick doing so much damage onto Bwipo. They are gonna get the one kill back, but the knockup is there. Reckless waiting in the backside, knowing he can't step forward, knowing that OG are saving cooldowns just to finish him
Wait
off.
a second.
But Cold is gone. Out comes the ultimate from the Karthus. Not gonna find a single kill, but Nuke Duck has his eyes set on the Nexus. Mithy focusing it down. I don't know if they have enough time here. Reckless now stepping forward. OG may have overstayed their welcome in the Fnatic
That's a big
base.
slow. They're gonna get
down.
him.
Nuke Duck taking out the shutdown. Mithy taken out as well. Fnatic keep their hopes alive in game one.
Fnatic have no Nexus towers left.
And the Zed's death mark as well as the Requiem, which will be up shortly for Cold. They're just going to come down to a single fight. Fnatic doing what they can to clear out these waves. Bwipo trying to zone Nuke Duck off of that remaining inhibitor. But it feels like it's going to be just too much pressure for Fnatic to deal with. There's too many minions, there's too many strong members.
Here we go.
Now stepping forward onto Patrick. Patrick, of course, the flash available or not quite available. They're going to look
Reckless!
for a little bit more.
He's
Reckless
alive.
onto the backside. His managed to live. Kindred ultimate now coming out, but Nuke Duck is just going to step forward. They set their eyes on the Nexus. Fnatic do not have the damage to kill every remaining member of OG. If they just focus, if they just burn down the Nexus, and they are going to get it. OG make a statement in game one.
Fnatic came in with the Sonataric bot lane, but Origen, they did their homework. They instantly snap lock Zed and Blitzcrank, and they obliterate Fnatic in game one.
But now we
felt
have
like-
Cold on the Skarner, and we will see the last pick saved for Nuke Duck to make sure he would be comfortable in that matchup, that there was no crazy flex coming out. It looks like the Rise will be locked in.
Fnatic have the ultimate seek and destroy composition. You have Rek'Sai, Lissandra running around the map. You have an invisible Twitch here for Reckless that can pair up with something like a Moby Boot Annie with the flash to find the engage and to find those AoEs. They are going to be looking to blow up this Sonataric duo before they can even have the Cosmic Radiance come down to save them.
But on the other side, you have so much mobility and the ability to play a 5v5 as well as start making these picks. So if Fnatic aren't able to immediately blow someone out with this seek and destroy composition, it's very easy for the Skarner to come wiggling out of the woodwork, for the Rise to use the Realm Warp, and for Origen to collapse upon Fnatic and rip them apart.
And after what was just an Origen-dominated game one, Fnatic fans are looking for Fnatic to make a statement, and Annie Twitch bot lane is absolutely a statement. But if it falls here, if they lose to the same lane they pulled out in game one, that has to destroy your mental game.
And the question was, what has Fnatic shown in playoffs? Well, clearly not all that much, because they play Sonataric in game one. They've got the Twitch Annie here in game number 2. They have been sitting on these top lanes, so he spent some time there, but he missed the window.
Alfari now stepping forward. Cold's going to look in. They're going to try to finish this kill off. Bwipo has the flash. He's going to be forced to burn it now. Stun comes in, but the flash committed. First blood. TP on the backside, though. Fnatic ready to turn this play. Rek'Sai moving forward. Broxah ready with a flash of his own if he needs it, but they're going to take the 1-for-1 onto Cold. Well played by Fnatic to get the exchange.
Fnatic always do this. You make a play on a side lane, and they have double teleports to try and respond. But Fnatic, they're looking for the 3v3.
Coming out, trying to find the opportunity to turn the play. Dazzle goes in. Mithy flashes to keep the play going. Broxah's now on the backside. They desperately want to kill Hylissang. They're going to get one. They need to turn on the Broxah, but that is a level 6 Rek'Sai now coming in. No level 6 from Patrick. He has to pull back. Healing coming out. Will it be enough to deny the Rek'Sai? Not quite, but Broxah should go down in the exchange. Reckless going to be the last man standing as Patrick finds the kill.
And right now, Nemesis is walking down through the river. He was trying to reply.
His lane opponents. He's not really going to get any more stacks. Now, however, we see the dive on the top side. Alfari in trouble. Tries to use the Cataclysm, but just gets absolutely dunked.
And Alfari
Cold
now
is on his way up top for Bwipo.
Bwipo has to be smart about how he's going to play this one out. TP.
It got
It's gonna
canceled.
get canceled. About to see how that one happened. Now the flash forward is going to look for the stun here. Bwipo in trouble. I believe no passive. Not going to be able to get anything else. Ultimate doesn't come out. Cold going to grab the kill.
I believe that was Origen. I think one thing to point out, by the way, Cap's joining us after the game.
Hello.
Hello. He also showed up in the
Now we're going to see the
announcement.
dive.
Whoa!
Radiance isn't going to be enough. They take down Patrick before the invulnerability drops. Nuke Duck now desperate to get something back. Hylissang has been taken out. Mithy going to try to find the kill. Going to try to extend the play. Still a ton of healing for the Taric here. Nemesis locked up under the tower. Bwipo doing what he can to pull back. Wanted to tank the turret there, but Nemesis is going to be able to make it out. Fnatic now have to back off.
Oh, they're not. They're going in.
Taking out Bwipo. Huge play from OG to turn.
and strong where they are versus someone being like, back up.
Flash forward. Hylissang might not even get a chance to use the ultimate. Reckless waiting in the wings, but not going to even step back. Hylissang taken out. OG now with control over the mid lane.
Yep, Fnatic were not
Here,
willing
far
to...
on the flank. This could be devastating.
This should go down.
Nemesis has the TP. They are going to try to step forward. The stun comes in. Chain CC follows up. Whippo potentially in trouble. Out comes the crescendo. Now comes out the Tark ultimate as well. They're going to be invulnerable under the tower. Reckless is going to get taken down. Massive. Nemesis now here as well. Alphari could lose his life in the exchange. Tries to flag and drag his way back, but Fnatic holding onto the tower. Alphari guaranteedly dead here, and another fumbled dive in this game.
Yeah, I don't know about that stopwatch there from Alphari. He is worth, but now it's Fnatic with control of mid.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the tempo back in their
Whoa,
side.
whoa,
They look for the re-engage now, trying to find it, but there's not a lot of sustain ultimates available on the side of OG. They're still trying to find the kill onto Hylissang. He could just get taken out, but the shutdown now onto Nuke. That's the major damage source. Broxah taking down Patrick on the axe side, and it's going to be a wash. Absolute destruction for Fnatic.
It's a triple kill for Broxah here on the Rec side. They move straight over towards the Baron. OG over Fnatic. They're still playing. They get the inhibitor. They go in.
In the middle of the team. Hylissang now going to look for the follow-up. Eyes on Twitch now. All of the damage going to come in, but the power cord is there. No, the instant QSS. Reckless now firing free into the backline. Nuke desperate to get something back. OG are surviving for now. 4 members still alive, but the tower is being chunked away in a very close fight.
With the minion waves, but Origen still have T.
Gage coming over the wall. They're trying to delete the jungle. It's going to open up the path for them to go straight to Baron, and they've got their eyes set on the prize. OG need to respond, or they're going to lose this one, and likely
engage. Can they find Reckless without his flash?
Still has Tibbers up and available. Hex Flash available as well. He's going to go over the wall. They're going to try to find the chain CC. Hylissang off to the side. Patrick still alive and well. Invulnerability going to fall. Hylissang ready to get on the backside. OG need to find a win in this fight. Nuke stepping forward.
They go Reckless.
Trying to delay the Sona. It might just be enough. The shutdown is coming through the Baron in the hands of Fnatic, but OG ready to wipe the fight. Realm Warp comes out. There is no right choice for Hylissang, and he is doomed to die as the triple comes out for Nuke.
Where Origen were united, Fnatic stood apart.
Level
17 Rise now. He has finished the Rabadon's death cap, so he's nothing to laugh at in these team fights.
I mean, that said, Reckless still does have the range advantage
True.
against someone like Arise, but he has flash back up. I expect that Alphari is going to try to force that flash out again, and then kind of the next repeat team fight would be the big window for Origen if it gets that far.
Hylissang, though, stepping forward. They desperately want to get this inhibitor. It will be a massive advantage. Knockback from Whippo, but they're still going to try to find the fight. The invulnerability is going to come in. How much damage can Nuke get down before the invulnerability fades away? Nuke zoned away by the Lissandra. It's a clean fight so far. Reckless waiting for his opportunity to get the fight, but he does not find it. OG taking this fight handily. Reckless running for his life, hoping that stealth will save him. Him and Whippo in the same place, on the retreat. Alphari now on the chase. The knockup comes out. Whippo desperately trying to buy time as Reckless.
They saw him on the wall!
The flash! Nuke now dominating. We said it would come down to these two in the fight, but it is Nuke who reigns supreme.
Once again, it is just Broxah escaping barely there, but TP here from Alphari. They're looking for the engage.
As well. They're trying to find the fight. Reckless caught in the middle of everybody. He's all but set to die. Reckless taken down is massive. Hylissang next on the menu. Nemesis desperate. They just need to find the disengage. Baron 22 seconds away. It feels like it's all but guaranteed to go to OG.
It's the perfect
has the level advantage as well. 3K dropping. Where's it going to be? Knockup comes in from the Baron.
They're still hitting it.
Coordinated. Going over the wall. Power cord
is in the pit.
Broxah's in the middle of the pit. Who's going to get it in the end? But no. Cold manages to secure the Baron. Absolutely massive for the OG team. Hylissang now on the retreat, but Fnatic meanwhile are in the base. They've broken 1 inhibitor. They've broken 2 inhibitors. They're stalling. They're buying as much time as they can. The GA now popped. Hylissang on the retreat. They are going to be able to take down Broxah in the end. Moving.
They're looking for more. Look at the other side.
Opposite
It's
side of the
spikes
fight.
everywhere.
Nuke been split up, but Nuke is just simply too far ahead. It's the strongest members of OG right now taking on the individual solo laners of the opposite team. It's an absolute mess. Nemesis just barely able to make it out alive. OG has the Baron, but they haven't been able to do anything with it yet. Whippo next to fall. They do take him down. Patrick now on a rampage.
This is a Baron to buff mid lane pushing Origen now storming.
They might not need it. They can continue to push forward. Reckless stepping forward. So much damage coming out from the Twitch.
The crescendo.
Are they going to be able to survive? Yes, the Cosmic Radiance comes down. They buy a bit more time, but Alphari sacrificed in the exchange, just burning the GA. Nemesis now trying to run. Does get taken down. It is Reckless versus the world, and there is just no hope here. In Game 2, OG have turned all of the predictions on their head. They are set to move up to 2-0, to move up to match point versus Fnatic.
I don't know how they did it, but Origen turn a tragedy of a game into a victory here. They were down, they were out, but they trusted in the Sonateric in the bottom lane. They had clutch engagements around the
okay matchup for Alphari in Game 1. Is going to look for the rinse and repeat here. Cold will commit the Jarvan to the jungle, and the Rise will go mid lane into the hands of Nuke.
And very standard compositions from both teams. They have played these champions so many times. If you are a fan of Origen, if you're a fan of Fnatic, this is exactly what you wanted to see both your teams slated against. And it feels like it's kind of like the same game. You know, if Patrick and Mithy are known as being kind of this more defensive, utility-oriented bot lane for Origen, and and Fnatic are all about trying to attack in that bot lane with Reckless and Hilly. Hilly now on his pike. Can they actually break Patrick or Mithy, or will they hold strong again? Because so far, Patrick and Mithy have just been absorbing Reckless and Hilly every time.
And with Ezreal Braum, you expect to see much more of the same. I think looking at the holistic composition here from Origen, they just have a lot of options, whether it's the 1-3-1 with Kennen and Ryze in side lanes trying to break down towers, or the team fights, which again, they have a lot of really solid tools to work with. I think that they're much more flexible in the way they want to play the game, whereas Fnatic have a bit more narrow of an approach.
But now Fnatic in position to play a composition that they are incredibly comfortable with. So many picks that we have seen before this season. OG on the cusp of a 3-0 victory. The OG faithful can be proud, but Fnatic fans, if you are out there, your team needs you more than ever. It will take a reverse sweep for them to bring this series
Here's
back.
the dive.
Here's the dive. Broxa now stepping forward. Patrick has to be careful about how he's going to approach this one. Does move out. Now the immediate knockup is going to follow. Patrick all but set to fall. First blood going over to Reckless. Just the start Fnatic wanted.
And the question was, can something like a Mountain Drake that you're also playing for control?
Mithy.
Mithy gets deleted. The fight will immediately turn. Unbreakable has been used. Mithy's still alive. Now comes the flag and drag in. Hylissang has grabbed the kill. Cold and Nukeduck now on the tree. But Bwipo is stepping forward. Fnatic have the momentum in this fight. They're going to keep moving forward. 2 kills picked up for Fnatic.
I don't know why Cold jumped in right there. It was a brilliant setup from Fnatic, waiting inside their jungle for the Alfari is very far forward. Has the flash though, but Brox is behind.
Now pulling back, has to be smart about how he plays this one. Ulti coming out, trying to burn out the ulti from Alfari, but I just feel like it's not the right choice. The revival is there. Alfari now set to fall. Does have the stopwatch, will not. Definitely going to be in trouble. Has already dashed. Will dash out.
Wait, they got a kill.
Now going to get more on the bottom side. Alfari using the ultimate here. Cold now coming in as well. Ultimate comes in from the Ezreal. Not going to connect on anybody. Cold most likely set to fall here. Will use the Cataclysm. Immediately taken out as Broxa finds the kill.
Fnatic just running over Origen at the moment. They get all.
Nukeduck is going to back away. Oh, he's just going to get pinned into the wall. He can't stop the Vayne from hitting him. The chain CC is going to be brutal here. Can you get anything else out of this? Nukeduck trying to sidestep, but you just can't sidestep it. The Vayne finds the auto attacks. Reckless grabs another kill.
You know, one of the things that Origen was so good at during the regular season was just trading objectives, especially when you have the slower early game, but they are not. They're just getting beaten everywhere.
Stepping forward once again, cannot push any buttons. The chain CC from Fnatic in this game is beautiful. We heard the Dex talk about how good OG is about playing this, but Fnatic now looking to match them here in this game. Alfari desperately using the ult, trying to find a kill back, but Rek'Sai goes out, comes right back up, and Bwipo now on a rampage.
Just bleeding across the map. Fnatic now, they have their pick of the litter.
They're just reaching because Nukeduck in the same position is getting caught.
Point and click, locks down. Hylissang here as well, throws out the death from below, donates a bit more gold
that they had where they were diving towers, or when they get a big lead like this, can they close? They're answering that question now.
Alfari stepping forward, was now pulled back to the middle of the team. They're trying to find all the kills, but they're diving a tower once again. Bwipo going to be resurrecting. Have to be careful here. OG not going to fall down. Flashing out to safety. Nemesis deleted. Nukeduck can now run forward here, and Fnatic overstay their welcome on the bottom side.
Towers are Fnatic's worst enemy this series. Just
There is a flash on this Kennen. They can look for the 5 versus 5, but it's a tough one to win.
Moving over the wall, immediately they try to get the fight kicked off. Cold so incredibly low. Eyes on Hylissang where the reset's going to come in. Death from below, he can aim for Mithy, but Cold stops the resets in its tracks, but Fnatic still winning the fight. Nukeduck off to the side. Reckless looking for the 1v1. He wants to take Nukeduck out. He sees the last damage threat remaining. Brox is going to be ready with the ultimate, but they're just moving forward. Nukeduck going to get taken down here, and Fnatic free access to move down the mid lane. They already got the Baron, and they may just look to crush the base.
There's only 2 members of Origen alive. They will blast this one open. Fnatic finding the mark earlier than they could in game number 2, looking to close before Origen can come online.
Huge swing of confidence for Fnatic. They could just look to end here. Patrick and Alfari, rather, for Fnatic now looking to end. Cold going to be respawning shortly. Mithy here. It could come down to one final fight. Hylissang, though, caught out in the middle of the team and just dies. Diving the towers once again, turns against Fnatic. And OG will hold on. The Baron buff still backing Fnatic up.
They're teleporting behind Origen, are looking for the fight to try and keep their hopes alive.
Rumble Fnatic coming in with a position right against the wall. Alfari on the backside, focusing down. Hylissang immediately turning back. That's a beautiful start to the fight. 2 members immediately deleted. Now is the time to turn, but Bwipo is alive and well. Broxa leaping forward, trying to lock down 1 member. He's going to try to take down Nukeduck. Now that's 1. Looking for Alfari next. The ultimate already burned. The fight turning against them. Fnatic, I cannot believe it. Reckless and Hylissang die immediately, but in what is a 3v5, Nemesis, Bwipo, and Broxa are going to try to find the turn. Alfari looking for the outplay. Smite comes in, looking for the knockup. Is going to get him down. 1, 2. That's going to be it. Fnatic right here, their backs against the wall. They find the fight. They turn the fight against Origen, and they are going to find the win to bring themselves back into the series.
The reverse sweep is still on the cards here for Fnatic, a dominant showing in the early game up against Origen, and at the end, they didn't even need their bottom lane. Their bottom lane that got everything in this match. It was still 3v5, and they
fight. He doesn't need the teleport available, and again, it's throwing down the gauntlet and saying, okay, Mythy, Patrick, now you get a cannon barrage on top of it. Can you hold this Fnatic bot lane?
In the end, it will not be a 3-item period. It'll be the 2-item Kai'Sa. Of course, important for Rekkles to find some comfort in that bot lane phase, but the GP now locked in, commits Nuke Duck to the mid lane with the Sylas, and so many potentially explosive matchups here in the early game.
Yeah, I do like the style here from Fnatic. Another game where they don't necessarily have the cleanest front-to-back team fight later on, but they have a super explosive mid game where they have many dive tools to try and catch you out. Because again, Origen with this composition are looking to spread out across the map and slowly burn you down. Fnatic are going to be trying to attack and stopping that from happening.
But again, the Origen have to survive the lane phase,
True.
and GP can be punished. He can be dove. Rek'Sai Aatrox is so scary and potent. My eyes are actually on Broxah and Bwipo to get some love this game and really try to put Alphari down.
Terrifying, though. If we enter the mid game, the potential for global pressure with the Ashe ultimate, the Tahm Kench, the Gangplank as well. And in the nightmare scenario where OG could find a lead in the early game, Sylas with Pike ult is disgusting. But here we are, folks, once again. It is a good chance to find out. It looks like he will back off, and now eyes on the top lane. Alphari with almost no mana. Bwipo potentially in trouble. Broxah now ready to step forward. Where's the flash going to be from Alphari? Has to time this one well. Bwipo in trouble. The flash forward, but a perfect knockup from Broxah denies it right there. Cold needs to pick his target. Alphari's already dead. Has to get to Bwipo. Biding his time, but if he overcommits here, he will just die as well. Bwipo going to dash out to safety. So incredibly low run, but ticking! Is it going to do it? No, regen is just too much!
So much expended.
Ashe, of course, top lane Cold is up here.
Bwipo once again, the focus, the TP's now coming in. How much time can he buy? He's almost immediately going to be deleted off the face. Alphari is going to pick that one up, and Rekkles burning his TP now to the top side. We'll pick up some farm here, but no cleanse here. And he goes, he's going for the point. Click does lock him down. The claw not going to come out. They're just going to chain all the CC together. The Abscond, the Abduct, the Impale, literally everything they can throw at Nemesis has been thrown. But his own ulti now coming out to buy a bit more time. But OG are first on the rotation with the power that Tahm
step
can.
behind this GP.
Well, the Thought Hook does come out. Mythy has to be careful. That there on the hill saying they're trying to disengage, but no, in the meantime, play coming out on the top side. It's just going to be Bwipo being deleted here. Alphari and Cold going to find the blood.
They're flanking vision on the bottom side that they can go.
Well, saying locked up. As the QS is available, he's just going to wait that arrow up, and Nemesis off to the flank, looking to find something. Is going to lock up the Skarner, but now Fnatic trying to find the fight. Bwipo off to the flank. They want to kill someone. Now Mythy's been forced to use the Devour onto Cold, trying to save the day. Cold goes golden. Bwipo under the tower, trying to find something. Will get the kill right as the reset comes down. Hylissang now looking to keep it rolling, but OG respond with kills of their own. Patrick flashing forward fearlessly to find the kill.
Origen are able to punish Fnatic right there. It's a double kill for Patrick, and they once again maintain control.
Who is going to take the fight? Alphari stepping forward. The arrow does immediately come out now. Alphari pulled back in the middle of the team, but the Gangplank just going to cleanse away. Mythy going to save the day there. A lot expended and nothing going to fall. OG just going to turn back to this dragon. They're trying to get it. Will they extend the play as well?
And the Cannon Barrage just delays so much. Fnatic can't walk through that giant slow field. Origen will take it. They have the Voyage. They want the kills.
Hylissang has to be careful about stepping forward. Bwipo is going to get taken down here. Nuke Duck now on a killing spree.
Can they move into Baron now? It's 21.
On the top tower. That's the next kind of crucial point that needs to fall. Although Patrick
pulled, but does not care. He's happy to be pulled right back into the team. Mythy going to flash forward, gives Hylissang the...
Fnatic waiting. Fight. They get the hook, but do they want to fight here?
Next on a Cold. They're now fighting in the pinch. Good for Nemesis, but also good for Nuke Duck if he takes the ult.
Yeah, they need to be very careful. As soon as Nemesis clawed out, you didn't have a big cooldown, so Fnatic are just going to wait for that repeat. Here we go, claws back up.
But now trying to find a way into the fight, forcing out the Tahm Kench Devour early. This may be the chance to respond, but Nuke Duck is on the backside. Lissandra ult also going to come in, going to disrupt the fight, going to start to cut through these members. Nemesis alive and well, zoning the team off, but Alphari now on a killing spree. Nemesis, no path to retreat, and OG take the fight.
It doesn't even matter that Origen are completely split at the start. They dominate the jungle of Fnatic, making it look easy. Now with Nemesis down, Hylissang as well. They can go for the Baron.
And their prep work has been done. The fact that they know exactly where Fnatic would try to come in jungle, the fact that they denied the blast cone potential here, and now Mythy has spotted out Broxah, expertly set up from Origen here for this Baron.
They've got 3 members chasing him down.
3 stacks. Is just going to be able to eat him up as he tries to go through the tunnel. They're going to take down the jungler. Baron, of course, reset, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. OG going
control
right
from Origen. This is not making the same mistakes that we saw previously from Fnatic. They came here for the objectives. They're now looking for the Nexus.
Looking to break that third inhibitor. It's almost impossible to come
must
back
go.
at that point, but then now they have to force the fight. They have to try to find something. Whippo into the backline immediately, just trying to delete Patrick, but Mithy has now used the Devour. Fnatic, can they turn the fight? Nemesis is alive and well. Reckless is still okay. They're going to try to get a little bit more, but Nukeduck is simply too strong. Patrick not going to get taken out. Hylissang desperate to get it, but the flash is still there. Oh, gee, I cannot believe it. Dominant fashion, game 1 and 2, but Reckless tries to make the hero play. Hylissang still alive, but there is no reset here. OG, will they end the game? Will they push for it here? They have 3 members.
They're approaching the tower.
We want to get a little bit more. 2 towers stand in front of them. OG on the cusp of making finals here. Nukeduck now leaving. Hylissang trying to buy as much time as humanly possible. There's no members left standing. It'll be Mithy and Nukeduck. Alfari as well to end the game. They were counted out, but here in the Ahoy Arena, OG have cut down Fnatic and will find themselves in a rematch versus G2.
Origen came into the arena today, and not a lot of people thought they would walk away with a win, and certainly not in the fashion they did it. Domination against Fnatic, only dropping 1 single game, and they look strong going into the finals tomorrow.
They are a team that are fundamental to their preparation. We've always talked about how Origen are the intelligent, the controlled, the methodical team. They didn't have the info to prep for G2. No one had seen what type of form they were going to be in. Against Fnatic, they had so much tape to look at. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They manipulated the drafts. They executed in the early game. They fought them in the late game. This is a completely different Origen, and we need to have completely different expectations.